Sarah here at Three Little Potters, and I have a half of a kiln opening for you today because I am getting ready to go to work, and I just realized that I filmed the first shelf without actually turning on my microphone. So let's review a little bit and then we'll just keep going like it didn't happen. These were on the top half shelf that you missed. Highlights Seagull by Laguna, Norse Blue with Snow, Merlot, Ancient Jasper, 2 brushed coats, Rose Quartz, and this is Sunrise. I'm sorry, Fuzzy Peach. And the first whole shelf here. Oh, that Fuzzy Peach and Sand and Sea looks really good. All right, this is June Purple, dipped over Studio White. This is Merlot over Val's Turquoise, and that Val's Turquoise is a little too thick, I think. It's definitely causing a little more running than I was expecting. Rose Quartz by Mako over White. You get a little bit more crystallized sort of formations and a little bit more of a matte glaze when this is by itself. But I do like the gloss over Studio White, so you can still see where it pulls heavily. You're getting some of that variation. It's one of the cool tone pinks as opposed to many of the other ones in that Mako line that are a little bit more warm, I think. This is Variegated Dove Gray with a dip of June Purple on the rim. Oh, a little bit of plucking on that one when I just pulled it. And this is Val's Turquoise with a dip of Merlot on the rim. Val's Turquoise, and I believe I did Sand and Sea on the rim here, but not seeing any change. Nori Green by Spectrum over White. Same combo. Not loving how dirty my kiln shelves are. I'm getting specks of stuff. Lavender Mist over White on a bowl that I believe was one that the cat got dropped with. Yeah, a little flat on the side on that one, but it's okay. Nori Green. Yeah, the kids were helping me glaze a little, and one of my daughters was a little heavy on that one. It's hard, you know, some of these things you can only learn by trial and error. You get a feel for how far down you can go with a glaze before it starts to run all over the place. So June Purple with a little bit of Raspberry Mist on the rim. This is Dove and Midnight. But yeah, for every successful piece out of a kiln, there was probably a test somewhere that needed a bottom ground or something happened to it. Variegated Slate with Strontium Crystal Magic on the rim. This is Fuzzy Peach by itself on the outside, and the inside is Sand and Sea and Fuzzy Peach together. That's pretty. That one. Mako's Micro Pearl by itself. Sand and Sea with Fuzzy Peach. Variegated Slate with Dirty Snow. What is this? All right, it's Tapenade for sure, and I think it's Fuzzy Peach, and I am surprised that it's blue. because that's sort of an orange glaze, but it is tapenade, and I will put down on the bottom if it's something other than that. Lavender mist over white. Magenta sky over white. And I was pressed for time, so I don't have any magenta sky by itself in here. It's just quicker for me to brush one coat when it's over another glaze than it is to do the 3 coats it requires to be by itself. Sand and Sea and Fuzzy Peach. Midnight and Dove, some little dishes. Same here, Midnight and Dove. Trying to do some glazing all at once of the same color so that I can save myself a little bit of time. June Purple with Fuzzy Peach. Not really showing. And this is June Purple. Yeah, it's June Purple with Fruit of the Vine and a little bit of snow. Fruit of the Vine was a little bit unexpectedly bright there, so this is June Purple and Lavender Mist. Nori Green over white. And if I say over white, it's pretty much always Studio White, or else I'll say something different. Okay, this is the Lavender Mist one that crawled from last time. So my Heart Dish listing sold out almost immediately. I think there's a few left, but not too many. I know there was some requests for a possible tutorial. I may still do one. I don't know if they'll sell outside of Valentine's Day, but I think I'm going to do that anyway. This is Val's Turquoise. And I believe Lavender Mist. Dove Gray and Nori. Yeah, some of these have some different hints of color that are surprising to me. Seaweed over white with a little bit of dirty snow. And that is the same combo here. I find that dirty snow flux making the seaweed very metallic green, but probably a slight balance before it goes into crazing. Jasper, ancient jasper. June Purple and Rose Quartz. Okay, here is shelf 2. Pretty. Sand and Sea, again over the Rue Stoneware. Really pretty on that Rue. I like that a lot. This is Nimbus over white. Green Tea over white. Lavender Mist. My daughter should have gone right to that edge, but she did not. Oh, you can't nitpick if you ask for help. Fuzzy Peach and Victoria Green Hanson on the inside. Bad times for this little cup. Man. Oh my. I'm not even sure. I mean, obviously it's Nori Green, but what did I do on the inside? I think that's taupe. Hanson with taupe, and then just Nori Green on the outside. And apparently I should have layered down a little more there. And this is the Speckled Blues Stroking Coat with Dirty Snow over white. Fruit of the Vine, Little Bud Face with Dirty Snow. Cactus over white. Green tea over white, and I see that imperfection there. That looks like where organic matter sort of burned out. You can usually kind of see it. It's like a very specific line where something burned out, which looks just like a piece of cat hair in your clay. Yeah, that happens. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Surprising result. This is strontium gloss over white with, I thought, snow? I wonder if there's something else in here that I'm unaware of. I wonder if I put some like raspberry mist on that edge too. My guess is there's a fourth glaze at play. Fuzzy peach over white. Nimbus. Autumn purple. And that white spot is covered in, but I may refire it just because I think it'll be harder to sell with that white spot. Micro pearl. Can I just say, I love the blue crystal pattern that Micro Pearl does with 3 coats. That is so pretty. And June purple, and I believe this is fuzzy peach over it. Autumn purple again over white. I know I'm spacing out here. I am trying to remember what I told my daughter to put over this. So it is slate is the dish, and I think it's magenta sky over top. I'm just actually surprised that it didn't crawl. Surprised that there's no purple. A lot of things. It's a pretty color. I hope I can figure out what I did exactly. Lavender mist over white. Micro pearl. Nimbus. Ancient jasper over floating sunsets. Interesting. It's a very pretty deep color there where the two overlap. I might have liked that combo with something a little bit white in the mix somewhere there to sort of bring out those tones a little more. Floating sunset with dirty snow. Soft red with river birch over white. Slate with strontium crystal magic. Green tea over white. Blue opal, the mixed glaze with some snow. This is floating sunset over white with dirty snow. Emerald green with snow. Blue opal with snow. June purple with a little bit of white on the rim. That is autumn purple. A refire of peacock over white. A little bit of crawl on it last time, and I added just a little bit more peacock to the middle. Strontium gloss. Strontium gloss with manganese with a little bit of variegated dove gray on the rim. It's a mouthful. Val's turquoise with green tea. Val's turquoise with, I think that is Val's turquoise with nebula. I think this could be night with pearl, but I am going to check because my pearl tests are down on the next shelf. So it's really pretty though. It's definitely not one I've seen before. So that may be one of the new glazes that are a shelf down. If we can get there before I have to leave. Tapenade with Nebula. Blue Opal with Dirty Snow. And this is Dove Gray. I'm sorry, this is Blue Opal with actually Peacock, and I'm surprised at that result. But yes, this is Dove Gray with Peacock as well. Okay, a lot of tests on this shelf. Here we've got a lot of combos with Pearl White, and here we have a lot of combos with Storm Cloud. And then the back side has got some regulars. All right, I'm going to pull a few of these, but the rest we'll have to do tomorrow. Micro Pearl. June Purple and Raspberry Mist. Blue Opal and Snow, Dirty Snow. Strontium Gloss with Variegated Dove. Vals with June Purple. This is June Purple with White. Oh, that's really pretty. Fuzzy Peach and Dove Gray. I like that one. Not sure why Fuzzy Peach is... No, it just seemed to like it went a little bit bluer and a little bit prettier than usual this time around. Maybe a little bit thicker application. Sorry. Micro Pearl with Hanson with Robin Egg Stain. This is Dove and Raspberry Mist. Same with these two, Dove and Raspberry Mist. Slate with Dirty Snow. Blue Opal combo. Raspberry Mist and June Purple combo. June Purple and Blue Opal. I'm sorry, Val's Turquoise and Blue Opal. Slate with Dirty Snow on that rim. I think that's Emerald and Blue Nebula. There's Vals and Sand and Sea. Blue Opal by itself. And this is White with Floating Sunset. And I think Pearl White. So all the rest of these are going to be tests. What time is it? All right, I'll see you tomorrow, guys. All right, I'm back. The wedding was great. It was, you know, a wedding. We didn't go outside or anything, so it wasn't too cold. Let's get back into this kiln opening. You can't imagine, though, what torture it was to know I still had one shelf that I couldn't see at the bottom of this kiln that I didn't get to like look at before I left. I was like, oh, what were the glazes on the bottom? I was trying to remember. I was like, I'm like, tomorrow. So I showed great restraint. Okay, let's go through them. Let's finish this shelf. This is Fruit of the Vine over Pearl White, and yuck. Just not quite enough. So the Pearl White glaze, and I'll talk more about this when I do the review of this glaze. I was surprised that it wasn't the undercoat that I thought it would be. I was thinking like, oh, Studio White kind of undercoat, but Pearl White is an undercoat. Everything ran. Everything ran a lot. Yeah, and it's sort of a thinnish, brownishy color where it's thin. Okay, so what is this? This is, wait, I have notes. I have notes. So surprisingly, many of them look kind of the same, so kind of hard to tell. This is, I think, I don't know what it is. Okay, hold on a second. We don't know what this one is yet. I have no idea. I can't tell. This one, I think, is the Sea Gold over Pearl White. That's Laguna Sea Gold. And this, I believe, is the Autumn Purple over Pearl White. And these all look very similar. And they are, a lot of them are kind of on my shelf. So there's a lot of that going on. And this one is, I don't know. It's so weird, right? It's like they all have like the same blue tone. And I think this is like, these are not all the same glazes at all. They're all different. Oh, I think this one is green tea. So it's going to require me looking back over my footage quite closely to be able to tell what they are, because they definitely reacted very similarly. So this is the Spectrum Pearl White over my mixed blue opal. And this is it over June Purple. So I like that. That's cool. And this is it over Night. Pearl White over Dove Gray. And this is Pearl White as a base over with seaweed over top. So basically, all the dishes that I used it as a base for, I felt like have a problem, at least on the bottom. And you know, and I layered down, so I mean, it was 2 coats of Pearl White, but you can see here that it was not a thick application on that bottom edge. My guess is that Pearl White has a lot more flux in the recipe than I was thinking it did. Sorry, I had to check, make sure my microphone was on this time, because you know, last time I filmed quite a bit without my microphone on and had to throw away the footage. So yeah, just like surprisingly runny and bubbly. So I'm thinking that Pearl White is more of a modifier glaze and less of a full coverage base coat kind of glaze, at least from the results that I'm seeing here. So, you know, I am really interested in, yeah, that's green tea. Like, it's definitely doing a lot. It's just so much. It's like if I had decided to coat edition Dirty Snow or something to begin with, and you're just like, oh, it's everywhere. Yes. So definitely something for me to learn as to how to apply it properly, but also very pretty. Okay, I need to keep these separate here. Hold on a second. Okay, so the other big test that I ran this time was on Spectrum Storm Cloud, and there'll be larger review videos so that you can watch my glazing process, but we'll go through it a little bit here. So this had a base of Storm Cloud, and it had a band of green tea, and a tiny bit of Dirty Snow on the rim. And this is Storm Cloud over Emerald Green. Some kind of subtle combinations here because it is a dark glaze to begin with. This is Floating Sunsets with it over top. I, however, did not see any hints of crawling with any of the glazes that I layered Storm Cloud with, so very cool. This is Storm Cloud with Amico's River Birch. And I believe this is Storm Cloud with pearl white. And yeah, lots of potential there. That looks really cool. And yeah, definitely pearl white acting more like a modifier, um, flux modifier kind of. And believe this is my control, which is just storm cloud by itself. And this storm cloud is on Rue stoneware and no issues with the more rugged clay body. This one did have a teeny bit of fuzzy peach on the rim. I'm not seeing that it made a real noticeable difference. I particularly love Storm Cloud over my Studio White, sort of a really moody sky vibe, similar to Coyote's Sorcerer's Stone. Sorry for the barking. Jojo. And this is Storm Cloud over June Purple. I know after I was glazing this, I was like, oh no, I just did black over black, but you can see something. And the more important part about that test is that it didn't crawl, so interesting. Okay, here is our final shelf. All right, so I had a lot of pieces of taupe in this shelf, and they all came out really, really perfect. I don't see a single glaze flaw on any of them. Beautiful crystallization. Everything looks spot on. Yes, lots of them. And yeah, and if you're interested in this glaze, there is a video that I did on mixing this particular glaze, and it's really, really doing well for me. So usually I'm having trouble picking up the pots because they're so hot, but right now it's kind of the opposite. They're about 40 degrees, so they're like, ooh, getting them out of the refrigerator this morning. This is June Perry Purple and June Perry Pink, and I've got some more bud vases with that combo. That one sold really well for me in my last bud vase. A few larger cups. You can sort of see that June Perry Pink breaking white and then fuming a little bit darker pink where the purple hits it. But yeah, I did a bunch of those. And this was a surprise. Okay, so this is June Pink with a rim dip of Val's Turquoise, and really loving that gradation on the outside. Yeah, that's a surprise for me. Very, very, very cute. Okay. Move these. All of the pink and purples. Papaya. Wonder what the line was that I did on that. Was it peacock, maybe? I think this papaya has a little bit of raspberry mist on the rim. And this is Spectrum Papaya just by itself. A little bit of a thin application to get that brighter orange. Okay. This was a dip of Studio White and Emerald Green on brown bear clay. This was a full dip of white and then a bit of floating sunset and peacock with dirty snow on the inside. Looking for a subtler color. I actually think I prefer the floating sunset maybe with Val's. It's a little bit lighter, brighter blue in the middle. This is not that this isn't pretty, but I used to call the combo that is white with floating turquoise, white with floating sunset and Val's turquoise over it and a lot of snow, my sort of kitchen combo. It's sort of a really, really light combo, but I haven't done it in a while, so I should do another load with the kitchen combo. Val's turquoise, a bit of peacock. Very subtle. Oh, that's pretty. That is floating sunset with snow. And if you're new here, dirty snow. When I say snow, I mean dirty snow always, but it's Maine. Dirty snow is like, yuck. so I just call it snow. It's a cute subtle one. Floating sunset and snow over white. Raspberry mist over variegated dove. Emerald with a bit of snow on that rim. And this is dove with raspberry mist. Okay, these are both white with emerald on the rim and snow. This plain cup is Hanson base glaze with robin's egg stain. I was just kind of, I liked the shape of this and was just looking for sort of a very simple sort of glaze combo. I feel like sometimes that I do too much drippy, runny glazes and there's not any really like solid color variations in my store. So once in a while, I'll throw in a few. That is the strontium gloss with a bit of dove on the rim. It's the manganese in my strontium gloss that's giving it sort of that slight purplish hue when it breaks over texture. One of the few glazes I have that I really do love how it breaks. All right. Dove, raspberry mist, same. And this is floating sunset with snow. Yeah, it should do like a bottle, well, not a bottle, like a little mixing thing of snow that is very watered down so I can do a full coat over this. I feel like it's running in patterns and I'd almost like to see it as a full overcoat rather than just on the rim, but I think I need it to be a lot thinner to sort of make that happen without it going too overboard. These two here, I don't know. No, I guess that's not a bump on that one. That's just blue opal. A little bit of snow on the rim. And this one has something that landed on it. I don't know how, but yeah, strontium gloss. I will fix it, maybe. Raspberry mist over studio white. All right, just a quick look back at this kiln load here. And some dishes are missing because I listed 24 ring dishes that I grabbed off this shelf yesterday. Thanks for watching another kiln opening with me. I know this one was a bit disjointed, but we got through it in the end. I am trying to make money for my trip to London next week, so as much pottery as I can get listed and through this kiln, the better. So thanks for watching. Have a good day, everyone.